Hello and welcome back to Check. You Got This. My name is Peter Van Brady. I'm the author of Avoiding Mistakes and Crushing Your Deals Using Your VA Loan, pretty popular on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. You can pick up a copy there for 20 bucks or go to the top of the website and you can use that copy as a complimentary copy today. Oh, by the way, SoCal VA Homes is a company of veterans helping veterans with a set of pretty unique and powerful programs. Please look at the VA buyer programs and you'll see what I'm talking about. What we believe our programs make it easier and better ways to actually buy homes using your VA loan. Okay, today we are going to talk about VA loan buydowns and really touch specifically on that temporary buydown known as a 2-1 buydown, pretty popular when rates go up, as they have in 2022. So I am going to share my screen and you can take a look at some visual aids here. All righty. So let's first just talk about the simple buydown. Let's see, bear with me for a quick second. All right, the simple buydown really is, it's paying discount points. And a lot of people say, oh, is that rate, do I buy down how can I buy down the rate? There isn't a borrower on the planet that doesn't want the lowest rate, but nobody wants to pay for it. And since Lou Ranieri invented mortgage-backed securities in 1982, there's always a menu of interest rates, a whole range of interest rates. And you can look at other resources on my site. We can describe all that. So let's just talk about the 2-1 buy, or the buy down process to pay discount points to get a lower rate, because that's always an option for you. There is certainly a maximum of 3 points. That's 2 discount points and an origination fee. And that brings in some VA non-allowable guidelines, but we won't talk about that. So let's take a look at this specific example here. 500,000 at 5% at 0 points. Just an example. It's not about today's rates. Could be higher or lower depending on when you're viewing this, but that payment's $26.8410. Well, typically the relationship in most normal markets is about a point for 1/4% in rate. So let's see what happens when we pay 2 discount points to get down to 4.5% at this loan amount of $500,000. Well, we're going to pay 10 grand to do it, and we get a lower payment to 2533.43. And so let's do the quick math. If you take this payment or this payment and you subtract, if you subtract this payment from the payment above, you're going to get a reduction in payment of $150.68 per month. Well, if you divide that into $10,000, your break even will be 66.36 months. So about 5.5 years to break even on your investment of the buy down. So you'll need to decide whether that's worth it to you if you have the resources to accomplish that. Asterisk. I can't help but insert my opinion here after working with active military and veterans for, at this point, 14 years out of my 32-year career. I have noticed the following. Veterans and active military, not only is there the PCS equation, but you've got a streamlined refinance, which makes it so much easier to refinance given a small delta or 0.5% change in interest rates and pretty low costs. The VA cash out loan, particularly if you're receiving VA disability, is the ultimate cash out tool. So between the moving around and refinancing to get lower rates and refinancing to pull out cash, I've noticed our clientele replaces their loans pretty frequently. So I'm not a big fan of paying discount points to buy down the rate, simply because the odds of you 100% of the time receiving, that benefit of breaking even and getting the return on your investment are limited. That's just my experience. So be very, very cautious when you plunk down that money, because once you pay those points, get the lower rate. That's it. You've made that commitment, and that money has been invested to get the lower payment. Okay, so that's the simple buy down. Of course, the same example would be true for half a discount point, 1 discount point, 1.5 discount points, and everything in between. The more popular conversation recently is the classic 2-1 buy down. And the reason I say classic is because this one is just about simple math, and we'll talk about who pays for it and how it gets executed. But it works something like this. Let's take 5% on a $500,000 loan as the example. You're going to get a 2% rate discount in the first year, a 1% rate discount in the second year, and then for the remaining 28 years, you'll be at the note rate, in this case, 5%. So I set these up with 5 and then 3 and 4 for a reason, just so you could see how we're subtracting this one and this one from the above number. So let's take a peek. We've got our payment of $26.84.10 on the note rate, but we're going to get a 2% discount from 5 down to 3 in the first year. Okay, that's going to give us a payment reduction literally of $576 a month. And then on month 13, or the second year, that rate is going to go up to 4%, and you're going to get a $297 reduction in payment for the next 12 months. So you're going to pick up a savings of $6,900 in the first year and $3,500 in the second year, for a total of specifically $10,477.43 in the first 2 years, to make this a more affordable purchase for you. So why do we do all that? Let's talk about it. Very, very common when rates are going up very quickly. Buyers look at ways to achieve rates that were in the past tense, yesteryear, to make it more affordable. 2 years is a pretty good time frame. We get that big boost in the first year, and then a nice boost in the second year, and then perhaps be able to afford, you would think and hope, because that's the way the loan is actually underwritten. It will be underwritten at the note rate. The 2-1 buy down, in this case, the classic 2-1 buy down, is typically going to be paid for by the seller. And as the market softens, because rates have gone up rapidly, then there's more property coming onto the market, and longer time on the market for each home, and therefore sellers tend to get a little bit more, pliable when negotiating with them. And so a 2-1 buy down, or temporary buy down, a VA buy down, is a great way to afford a home and make it more affordable in that first couple years. And that's exactly the way it works. Typically, the way this works is the seller's going to pay for it. There's going to be an escrow account that's created at closing. The seller credits those funds straight in the escrow account, and the payment differential is extracted out of the escrow account and goes to the loan servicer. Should you sell the property before the 2 years, the surplus goes to a loan pay down as you pay off the loan. So it does get credited to you. And that's how the temporary VA 2-1 buy down works. Okay. I hope that makes some sense. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and you know what to do there. If there's other things that you're curious about, down at the bottom of every page, there is a search window where you can enter in any topic that you're curious about. There's content on every topic regarding VA loans on this site. So please make yourself available of all the resources and the calculators, and give us a call so we can help you. Okay, thanks a bunch. We will talk to you soon. Thanks for listening. Take care now.